Imagine this, you're scrolling on social media and then suddenly you see a post pop up that you feel is written just for you. It speaks to your exact problem, it offers you the perfect solution, and you're just sitting there wondering, how did they know? And now, wouldn't it be amazing if your business could have the same effect on your audience? Because here's the truth, the businesses that thrive are not the ones that are shouting into the void, they're the ones that are speaking directly to the right people so that it feels personal and relevant to them. And the key to doing that is understanding your target audience, or in marketing we call this your ideal customer avatar, or your ICA. And this is where most businesses mess up because they're either trying to talk to everybody or they're just skipping defining their audience altogether. And the result of that is your messaging is going to be very bland, it's going to be forgettable, and it's going to get lost in the noise of the internet. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through exactly how to define your ICA, how to find them, and how to make it so that your products and your content are speaking directly to them. So if you feel like your marketing has been all over the place, this is the fix that you need. Hi, I'm Ashley. I've built a career in customer success. I've also run my own business for years, and I'm here to help you market smarter, not harder. And to make things even easier, I created an ICA worksheet for you that you can download within my free audience attraction blueprint. It's in the description below. It can help you follow along and work through some of these steps. All right, let's dive in. Let's start with understanding one thing, and that's why your ICA is actually the foundation of your business. So you can think of your ICA almost like your business's GPS. If you don't know who you're going to reach, then how are you going to sell to them? And your ICA is also not a vague group of people, it's actually just one specific person. And this is going to represent your most ideal or your perfect customer. And you might be wondering, why is it one specific person? So the reason behind this is the more specific that you are, the more powerful your messaging can be. Because if you're trying to reach everybody, then you're going to reach no one. But when you nail down your ICA, your content will start to feel so personal and so relevant that these people will genuinely wonder if you're starting to read their mind. And that's what makes people buy. So let's get into exactly defining who your ICA is and how you can connect with them. Number one is build out a detailed profile of your ICA. Most of you don't have audiences yet, so you might be thinking, how am I supposed to build out a detailed profile of somebody if I have no idea who they are? And that's okay, you're just likely going to have to make them up. So your ICA can be you, or it can be a past version of yourself. So if you've overcome a challenge and now you help people do the same, for example, you know exactly what your audience needs because you've been in their shoes before. You know, for example, as well, when I first started, my ICA was named Jessica. She was me about 2 years ago and was just getting started with the online marketing space, feeling super overwhelmed, and was really just trying to figure things out for her business. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to write a detailed description of your ICA and really dive into this. Starting off with their name is number one, so give them a real name. This does make them feel like a real person. Two, what does their daily life look like? Like, what are their habits? Do they have kids? What is their routine? And three, what are their struggles? So what keeps them up at night? And four, where do they hang out online? What podcasts do they listen to? What kind of Facebook groups are they a part of? And number five is, what kind of solutions are they looking for, and how does your business solve their problems? There are more questions that I think you should be answering about your ICA that I have included in the free worksheet, so make sure that you do grab that. But if you do already have customers, think of your best ones. The one that's always engaged, loves what you offer, and is always getting really great results. That is your real life ICA. Step number two is listen to what your audience is already saying. So you don't need to guess what your ICA wants. They're already telling you, you just have to listen. So you can leverage places like Facebook groups and forums, for example. So if you were to go into a Facebook group where your ICA is already hanging out, you can search for common questions or struggles that they have within that group and just take notes. And if you're seeing the same, questions or pain points or struggles popping up over and over again, that's what you want to focus on. Number two is social media comments. So you can find influencers or competitors who might have the same ICA as you and see what people are commenting under their posts. So, what are people saying? What is frustrating them? What do they love? Number three is customer reviews. So you can look up similar products in your industry or products that you want to start selling, for example, and see what people are saying about them and see if there's any gaps missing or if they wish that the product was different in any way. And this can really help you understand what your audience is looking for and what they need. Also, just a quick note, when I encourage you to go check out your competitors, I want to ensure you that there's always enough to go around. Just because somebody has the same ICA as you does not not mean that they have the only store on the block. So you be you, you do your thing, and there's just always enough space for you to be learning from other people that are doing what you're doing or want to be doing, because eventually you are going to be doing things your own way, which is going to gravitate your ICA towards you and theirs towards them. Step number 3 is conduct validation calls. Now, this step makes people very nervous, but it is so crucial. So once you have an idea for a product, program, or service that you want to sell, you need to have real conversations with your target audience. So I want you to book 7 to 10 Zoom calls with people who you would consider to be potential ICAs for your business. So I want you to be asking them what they're struggling with, what they've tried before, and what kind of solutions that they're looking for. And it's important that you do this over Zoom because a regular phone call will have you miss out on visual cues and things like that. If you're an introvert like me, you likely just tensed up even thinking about hopping on a Zoom call with a stranger. But so many people pour so much into creating a product that they feel so confident in and thinking, hell yeah, obviously people are of course gonna buy this, and then it totally flops. So I'm really not trying to rain on your parade. I'm really just trying to save you a ton of time, money, and disappointment by vetting out your ideas with your potential customers to make sure that it's something that they'll actually buy from you. So please, please, please do not skip this step. This is a crucial marketing step. These calls don't need to be longer than about 15 to 20 minutes or so. And my biggest tip for you with this is as you're listening to their pain points, I want you to take that exact language and use that in your marketing. So if they allow you to, definitely record the call because their words are gold. You can use their words in your emails, in your sales pages, in your social media content, and just by recording it, you can just go back and re-listen to it and take notes. But I promise you this step is going to set you apart. So many people miss this step or skip it, and that's why people struggle to make sales. Step number 4 is testing your ICA through content and offers. So once you have an idea of who your ICA is, it will make it so much easier for you to create content and offers for them. So starting off with number 1, creating content for your ICA. So if you're starting to get engagement back on that content, you know you're on the right track. Number 2 is creating a freebie. So if you notice people are starting to really sign up for it, you also know you're on the right track there as well. And then lastly, you can also make a low ticket offer. So even if you made something like a $10 guide or something like that and people are buying it, then you know you're also onto something. And if you're not getting traction, don't panic and don't you dare give up. I want you to go back to your validation calls, tweak some of your messaging, and just keep testing different things. So you can think of marketing as a constant feedback loop. So the more that you adjust to real life audiences' feedback, the more dialed you will be. My final thoughts on this is that your ICA will evolve. So they are not set in stone. As your business grows, you are going to need to tweak and refine who you're talking to. And that's a really good thing because that means that you're learning and you're evolving and you're getting better. But just do not skip the ICA step. There are so many businesses that skip this step and create products and just wonder why nobody's buying. So this is your foundation and this is going to make marketing 10 times easier for you, I promise. All right, now that we know how to find and define our ICA, I want you to now actually go do the work. So to make things easier, I did make that ICA worksheet for you that you can find within my free audience attraction blueprint in the description below. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more marketing tips like this. Also, let me know who your ICA is in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video.